Hello, welcome to episode 79 of the Datapack tutorial series, version 1.21. We're going to be doing an AFK check. I don't think we need to demonstrate it. Basically, when the player stops moving for a certain amount of time, then we run a command. And then when they start moving again, we run a command. That's going to be it. We're just going to display a message, but we could be mean. We could say, well, if you go AFK for too long, then you get poisoned and levitation. Pretty harsh, but we're not doing that. We'll just do a message. Anyway, let's go straight over to VS Code and make some folders and files. Inside my namespace, I'm going to add a new folder, Predicate, and inside there, a new file is not moving. .json. Inside my namespace function, I'm going to add a new folder, AFK, somewhere to put my functions, keep them tidy. And in there, we'll have a new file, player is AFK. Okay, I'm going to copy and paste that one and rename it to player is not AFK. Okay, and let's just paste another one as well, and we'll rename that one. And we're going to call this tick 1 second, because we're going to have our own tick. We're not going to do this 20 times a second, we'll just do it 1 time a second. Okay, right. Let's go to the load function. Let's make ourselves a scoreboard, objectives, add, AFK, dummy, and let's start our tick function. Function, tick 1 second. Actually, we'll need to, we'll just run it. There we go. We'll just run it like that, and then in itself, it will schedule itself. So we've made the scoreboard and we've started our tick 1 second. Let's save everything. Let's do Control-K-W, close everything down. Let's make our predicate for is not moving. Off to misode. Here we are. Predicate, condition, entity properties. Entity will be this. Predicate will be movement. And speed will be a float of 0. Copy that. Take it back. Paste it into our predicate. Paste. Save that, close it. Okay, so now when the pack loads, we are going to go off to tick 1 second. Let's go to tick 1 second. In here, we will reset the score unless they're not moving. So if they are moving, we'll reset the score. We'll execute, or we'll run that player is not AFK. Execute as all players unless predicate is not moving, run function, player is not AFK. Okay, now let's add to their score, execute as all players whose tag equals not is AFK if predicate is not moving, run scoreboard, players, add AFK 1. Which player? There we go. Scoreboard players add at S, AFK 1. Now let's check if they've not moved for too long. Execute as all players whose tag equals not is AFK whose scores. We'll just set this to something like 5 seconds because we don't want to be hanging around for ages. You can change this number if you want. AFK equals 5 or higher. Run function player is AFK, and then we'll run this function again. So we'll schedule this function, tick 1 second to run again in 1 second. Save. Okay, player is AFK and player is not. Let's do is not first. Let's do a message. You can't just type message, that's not how it works. You have to do tell raw. Tell raw if score at S AFK. Oh, what's happened to my poor little brain? Execute if score at S AFK matches 5 run tell raw for all players. We'll have bump, a selector, and some text. Selector and some text. The selector at S. Okay, and text. It is no longer AFK. That'll do. Okay. We'll remove the tag. Tag at S. Remove is AFK, and we'll reset their score. Scoreboard. Players. Reset at S. AFK. Okay. Save that. Now player is AFK. Well, we're going to do a message again, so let's copy this message. In fact, actually, we're just going to do a tell raw. We don't need the execute as, we'll just copy that bit. Okay, so we'll paste in the bit we just copied from player is not AFK. Player is now AFK, I suppose we'll put there. And we'll tag them. Tag S add is AFK. We'll save that. I think we're done. Let's go and have a look. Reload. Okay, let's view our score. Scoreboard. Objective, set display, sidebar, AFK. Okay, I'm moving. So the score's not going up. I stop moving. And it's going to go up by 1 every tick. If I move again, it'll reset, yeah. And when it hits 5, it should say I'm AFK. And it should stop going up. Yep, and it's only run that command 1 time. Cool. Now let's start moving again. And it says I'm no longer AFK, and it only says it once. So, cool. So we're running a command once when they go AFK, and we're running it once when they stop being AFK. Obviously, you don't want 5 seconds. That's ridiculous. Okay, job done. Let's do something on the fly. Why not? We are using here matches 5. And we're also here matching 5. We are using that number in 2 places, which means if I want to change it, I have to change it in those. I have to remember to change it in those 2 places, which is a little bit naughty. Let's set up a score. Let's set up a generic score that we can use. So let's do scoreboard players set, and we'll call them AFK time. AFK limit 5. Well, we have to say what score? AFK. Okay, so we'll save that. You can call it whatever you like. You could just call it limit AFK if you wanted. So we've got that set to 5 in just 1 place now. Now let's use that score everywhere else. So we don't have it there. We do have it here. We've got if AF. Okay, so this should be a nice easy one to change. We can just say if score S AFK equals AFK limit AFK. Save that one. And let's go off to our tick 1 second. And we've got it here as well. So execute as. Now we can't do the check in here. So we'll take that check out. So we'll check if they haven't got the tag. And then if score at S AFK equals AFK limit AFK. We didn't put at S. And we'll run. Okay, that seems alright. So we're going to check if they haven't got the tag, and then we'll check if their score equals the score. Yeah, I don't think we need to say if higher, but if we wanted to, equals the score or higher. Okay, let's go back and check. Actually, what we'll do is let's go to the load and we'll change it to 3. 3, save. Might as well change it just to give it a bit of a test. Reload. Okay. So nothing's happening. I'm moving. Let's stop. 1, 2. I start moving again. It resets. I stop. 1, 2, 3. It says I'm AFK. I start moving again. No longer AFK. Cool. Okay, that's just an added bonus at the end. If you're going to have a score that you're going to be using in lots of different places, and that is always the same score, it is much easier just to set it up here, because you could set yourself up a nice little sort of settings, and then AFK, timeout, limit. Well, you could do it a bit nicer than that. That's not very good, is it? There we go. And then when you want to come and change the settings, you know that all your settings are in the load function. In fact, you could even have them farmed out into another function like AFK setup settings. And you can have them all nice. And when you want to come in, you just change that one number and it's going to work across your whole project. Okay, enough waffling. I am AFK. There's my butt. Sorry about that. How rude. There's my face. And I'm not AFK. Right. And I'm not AFK because I've got things to do. So I am off. And I will see you soon. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Bye-bye.